Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Today I got another episode for you, but before we start, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can get notified when these videos come up. Today we want to talk about a couple of things. I want to talk about our brother Marcel checking and running up on Raphael Warnock, and I want to talk about this immigration thing because this is a big issue. I want to also talk about some things that's going on in the political arena besides our brother running up on them and checking them on a reparation situation. So let's get into it real quick. I'm about to play it's actually 4 different videos because he recorded himself, but he had to break the videos up, of course, to put it on Twitter. Our brother went viral, and here it goes.
I think they're going to ignore me about talking about reparations. I'm going to show them better.
Yo, our brother got in a behind, boy. Pause.
Senator Warnock, why are you afraid to talk about reparations? Senator Warnock, why are you afraid to do policies for Black Americans? Savannah, Georgia is a 60% Black city, and Black Americans are 70% of the people in poverty. Black Americans are 80% of the homeless. We own less land now than we did during the days of Jim Crow. You're racist. You're racist. You're racist. You're racist. You were probably at a lynching rally. You were probably at a lynching rally when you were young. You might need to shut your mouth. Anyway, we've had 18 million acres of land stolen. We've had 18 million acres of land stolen. Black American men right now have the highest unemployment rate. What are you going to do about that, Senator Warnock? What is your plan? Can you talk to Black Americans about what you plan to do about the poverty and the injustices we experience? We own less homes now than we did during Jim Crow. Am I the only person that bothers? Okay? We've had 19 million acres of Black land stolen. Am I the only person who is bothered with? I don't care right now. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This is the same government. Look at these white people trying to stop someone talking about Black issues. Get them.
Now, the reason I'm about to go to the next video. Now, the reason our brother did this was because he tried to speak to
these Black American senators.
He tried to speak to Raphael Warnock. He was speaking to a young white woman, and he held a conversation with her. She was talking about working somewhere and all that. He was engaged in her conversation. Right after she finished talking, he said, I want to speak to you about reparations. And he was just like, But mind you, earlier that day that he had posted up before that, Raphael Warnock said, I'll speak to you later. See, because he asked him earlier, he said, I'll speak to you later. And then this was the later, and then he still shut him off. So our brother went back to his car, got his bullhorn, and came and checked him. Now, this is the other video.
People trying to stop a Black man talking about Black American issues. These are the same white people that would have shown up at a lynching rally smiling. Look at them. I'm talking about Black American issues, and look at them. Look at them. Get a good face if you're going viral. I'm talking about Black American issues. If you don't want to hear about it, you can go back to the country club. Look at these white people. Look at them. Look at them, y'all. These are the same white Democrats who tell us they are our allies. These are the ones who say Black Lives Matter. But when you start talking about policies for those Black lives, they don't want to hear it. No, I'm not want no LGBTQ stuff. Give me a reparation stuff. talk about reparations. If you are a Black American, how are you not angry about the stuff we're going through? How are you not asking about what's going to be done for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren? We are falling further to the bottom. I don't understand how any Black person is not upset about this. And they do things for Hispanics. They do things for homosexuals. They do things for Asians. What are they doing for Black Americans? What is going to be done for Black Americans? Senator Warnock, you think you will not be held accountable, but y'all all will. That's why Stacey Abrams is struggling with Black voters, because she's not talking about Black policies for Black Americans. But y'all do things for Native Americans. Y'all do things for Asians. Y'all done things for Jews. You do things for the LGBTQ. But what about my Black American brothers and sisters? And some of you want to tell me to be quiet? No, we've been quiet long enough. We have less homes now than we did during Jim Crow. Anyway, he's everybody's senator. That means Black American senators too. That means Black American senators too. Look, y'all, sometimes you're going to have a Black person arguing against you. He's Black American senators too. He's done things for Ukrainians. He's done things for Ukrainians. He's done things for Ukrainians. He's done things for illegal immigrants. So he can do things for us as well. He's done things for these other groups. So he can do.
All right. This is the one be the third video.
Other groups, so he can do things for us as well. He's done things for other groups. He can do some for Black Americans as well. He's done things for other groups. He can do things for Black Americans as well. I speak for me. I speak for me, and I speak for the people that feel like me. I speak for the people that think like me. I speak for the people that think like me. So I'm asking the Black American people, I'm asking the Black Americans who are upset about the way Black Americans are being treated, why are we all not asking him, what are you going to do specifically for Black Americans? Anytime someone asks us for our vote, we need to ask them, what are you going to do for us? What are you going to do for us? They've done things for Asians, okay? Well, I'm saying specifically for Black Americans, specifically for us. They've done things for Asian Americans. They've done things for Native Americans. But where's the policy to deal with all the stuff we've been through? That's all I'm asking. Well, I'm saying, no, but I'm not saying it's his responsibility, but I'm saying, what is just his plan specifically for us? We are doing, I agree. That's why I try to speak with him face to face. I'm only saying, no, I'm just trying to have a conversation. That's it. I'm trying to look out for us. What's going to be specifically done for us? That's what I'm looking for. We can't be quiet and respectful all the time. We can't be quiet and respectful all the time. We have to speak out. Every other group speaks out. It's private property.
This is private property. We own this property. Come on down.
All right, so anyway, what's he going to do for us? What's he going to do for us?
Please don't make me call the police.
Okay, you call the police, they'll probably shoot me in your hand and nothing will be done about it like nothing's done about anything else.
Can you leave on the property?
Sure.
Hold on. Now look, you always gonna have some Black people who on some old BS who try to, shuck and jive. Here we go.
Tell them to shoot. Call the cops and tell them to shoot. What's he's going to do for us?
Please don't let me call the police.
Okay, you call the police, they'll probably shoot me in your hand and nothing will be done about it like nothing's done about anything else.
Can you leave on the property?
Sure.
Thank you.
Now, what's going to be done for Black Americans?
This is our
Thank you. Thank you, sister.
If I don't want it on my property,
You're
he can't
right.
do it.
So you see, I'm talking about Black American issues. You see how I'm treated? You see, if I was here talking about illegal immigrants, they wouldn't be treating me like this. Whatever, man. Get the fuck away from me. You are sorry. All of y'all sorry. Y'all see how people dying, and y'all not saying nothing to this man about it. Y'all see how people dying, and you're not saying a fucking thing about it. Y'all put my finger in your face. Get the hell away from me. I know how to walk. Look, anyway, whatever. Whatever. Call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops. Tell them to shoot. Tell them to shoot. Call the cops and tell them to shoot. Call the cops and tell them to shoot. You don't give a fuck about black people. Poverty pimp. Now, poverty pimp.
Listen,
Guess whatever. God ain't gonna bless you because you a sellout. God ain't gonna bless out you because you a sellout. God ain't gonna bless you because you a sellout. You a fucking sellout. Look at all these housing projects, everyone. Look at all these housing projects. This is where black people are living, and he doesn't give a fuck about it. He wants to kiss Raphael Warnock's ass. I don't want to know you, the bitch. Now, fuck you. Fuck you. Poverty pimp. Now. Poverty pimp. God killed.
Shout out to our brother Marcel, man, for kicking up on them like that, man. That's how we got to come sometimes, because you know when people fail to address people's issues, this is how it goes down. And again, the other lady that was, you know, he said he gave a shout out to the sister that tried to come and defend her. But the other lady that was like, oh, he's everybody's senator. First off, he's black, nigga. He's supposed to be representing the people who put these people in office, because he didn't just get here. Raphael Warnock been a senator, right? He's actually running for re-election. You get what I'm saying? So when they say give him a chance, like, nigga, he already had his chance. But I know he was in the moment. Our brother was in the moment at the time and didn't respond in that way, because sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you know, you're not thinking of every single thing to say. But nigga, he's already been a senator. He's running for re-election. So you had a chance to do stuff for black people and you didn't do it. That's why black men in Georgia are the highest unemployed people in the state. And you have illegal immigrants who y'all are just pushing in by the boatloads, and you know, and they're taking over all the jobs. You feel what I'm saying? So again, which the jobs are pushing black men out? Again, I don't have to even play it no more, but the Center of Immigration Research already showing, and they specifically mentioned Atlanta. You feel what I'm saying? Even though they're in Savannah, but Atlanta did a research about Georgia in general, and they're taking a lot of the jobs, right? So this is what happens when you don't address people's issues and you got people at the bottom of the totem pole. And that's another reason I can't wait till this older generation die off. Let's keep it a buck. Now, everybody in the old generation is not a coon, but man, that's the votes that a lot of these Democrats are banking on. They bank on them boomers and these older people. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, the 60s, 70s, you know, late 50s. They banking on those people who still are under the spell of the Democratic Party and believing that they have to still vote for people who absolutely aren't doing anything to them. And again, you always have these white people who don't want to hear you buck the system. See, they just want us to get along, but they don't want us to get anything. Do you see what I'm saying? They want to get along, but they don't want us to get anything, which has always been a problem for me, because I feel like y'all are cool with Black Lives Matter, right? Because again, that's social justice. That ain't economic justice. So you guys want us to have social justice, but you don't want us to have any economic justice. We are at the bottom of the totem pole. White people are, their wealth is at $130 trillion and going. Ours is still steady at the 6 trillion mark. You see what I'm saying? So y'all have ownership of all the wealth and resources, and you still don't want us to have anything. Because again, this is a game of power. They're not trying to get a power up. And I get it. In that dynamic, that's what you want, but don't try to make it seem like we're wrong for trying to, you know, get control of the things that you stole from us. You feel what I'm saying? So again, Raphael Warnock, Stacey Abrams, who's actually losing, right? And that's what you get for taking your black agenda off of the off your website, because you need black people to vote for you, and we're not voting. So that's exactly what your ass get. And so again, now Joe Biden actually made a post about all these new jobs, 10 million jobs and high paying jobs in construction. And I'm like, well, if it's all these high paying jobs in construction, who do you think is getting these jobs? Mr. Joe Biden. Literally, he says the CHIPS and Science Act will help ensure tens of thousands of new high paying construction jobs. Construction jobs, fam. Construction. Who do we think is getting the construction jobs? You feel me? Who do we think is getting the construction jobs? I'm sorry, family. You get what I'm saying? So again, you're saying that. Then we have what's her name? Kamala Harris saying that they're about to decriminalize weed. Joe Biden also said that he let all these thousands of inmates off possession out the feds, out the federal prisons. He let over 1,000 inmates out in federal prison over possession. I don't believe that. I'm just so sorry. I don't believe it. And this is the reason why I don't believe it. Because I know all about this jail system and this prison system. And I know that when it comes to the feds, they want that big boy stuff, right? They want the big boy stuff. Come on. Who is the feds sending to prison for marijuana possession? Possession, right? Not distribution, possession. Bro, if somebody get caught with possession of marijuana, the feds ain't picking that case up. Let's be real. Let's be real. How much possession did they get caught with? And you telling me the feds caught them in possession, but they couldn't get no cell charges out of them? Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. You ain't let out no thousands. You done juiced them numbers up. Probably 1 or 2 people in the feds in there for possession. And I don't think it's marijuana. Come on, dog. How many pounds they get? You telling me that somebody got caught with 50, 60, 100, 300, 400, 500, thousands of pounds, and they just got a possession charge? Come on, man. Knock it off. Lie to somebody else, nigga. Lie to somebody else. So now they trying to decriminalize weed on the federal level, which again doesn't equate to anything for black people. Again, now y'all, you done again. I was writing about this in the book. Y'all done most of the states that you initially started this whole weed thing. I believe that in 2014 or 13 that Colorado was the first state to legalize marijuana and have the sale of marijuana. We're in 2022. Right? In 2022. It might have been a little bit earlier than that Colorado had weed for sale. Now, Oregon, Washington, California. Besides California, the first couple of states that allowed this was all majority white states. I'm talking about heavy majority white. Colorado had 4% blacks. Oregon had 2% blacks. Washington, the state of Washington had about 2% to 3% blacks. Like, come on, dog. Y'all got a hold of this weed industry. You got a monopoly on it to where you control the shit. And now you're going to try to decriminalize it federally, where you let every state have the chance to do whatever they want. You get what I'm saying? It might have even been before that. I really remember it. Because Obama was in office around 2013, 2012. I think he got out 2016 or something like that. I think that was his last term. But yeah, bro, we ain't trying to hear that, man. We ain't trying to hear that. Y'all be doing that BS, and you try to make it seem as though you're doing a favor, right? Meanwhile, you're decriminalizing weed federally, but we already got these majority white states like Oregon and Washington who decriminalized meth, heroin, crack, powder cocaine, LSD, you name it. It's all decriminalized. They get caught with anything under 28 grams, that you get a ticket. Man, look it up. I was living in Oregon. Look it up. My friend Quan got his car stolen, right out front of Subways when we was door dashing. He ran into the store. He went and got his he went to go pick up the food. I told him he was dumb as hell for this too. He left his car running because downtown Portland is nothing but homeless people. We call it the Gotham City at night. Nigga. That's what that shit turned into. Portland dangerous as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you. All them white people, them niggas dangerous as hell. Okay, so he got his car stolen. So now he just riding around with me. We just doing DoorDash because we making a nice amount of money doing DoorDash out there, about $2,000-3,000 a week. No bullshit. That's all facts too. Making about $2,000-3,000 a week doing DoorDash and not driving all night neither. Well, he was, I wasn't. I was making about $2,000. Yo, real talk. And this was around COVID. That's why we was probably making that much bread. Yo, so he started riding around with me. So the police called him because, of course, he reported his car stolen. The police called him while he with me, like, yo, we found your car. Yo, you can come get it. So he like, all right, word. So I dropped my last little order off, turn it off, and we go take him to the police station. We go in there. He gets the car, right? Mind you, this joint at the police station. It's about 4 or 5 cops out there around his car. He like, okay, word. They give him the keys. They was like, yo, man, you can't be leaving your car. His car was fucked up too, messed up too. Excuse my language. They like, yo, man, you can't be leaving your car running with the keys on. They was like, yo, you caught who did it? They said, nah, we ain't catch him, but we know who had it, right? He's like, oh, all right, word, boom. So as he going through it, like we going through it, it's a lunchbox back there with dabs. It had dabs, the little I know y'all know what dabs is, the little I don't even want to say liquid weed, but it's like that wax weed or whatever. It had a jar of dabs. It had powdered cocaine. It had crack in it. It had meth in that shit. It had some other stuff in there too. It had some black stuff. I think that was heroin too, but it had some black powdery stuff, needles, everything was in the bag, though. I'm talking about weed was in there, regular bud. Yo, he said, yo, this ain't mine. He grabbed it. It was like, yo, this ain't mine. They was like, we know. He let the person who stole your car left it in there when he jumped out and ran. He was like, what I'm gonna do with it? He said, I don't know. We don't want it. Swear to God. He's like, so what am I like, man, give it away, throw it away or something. We don't want that shit. I was like, yo, whole different world over there. So now I said that to say this, man. People in Georgia over here can't even get caught with weed. They go into prison. Feel what I'm saying? Different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks. So again, y'all allow all this these laws to be passed on purpose in majority white states so they can get a hold on stuff. You feel me? And I find this ironic that it's an opioid epidemic right in the country, and y'all ain't locking up a whole bunch of white people. Y'all don't have no war on drugs anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all ain't sparked the war on opioids. See what I'm saying? So when it's us, y'all started making all these harsh and stringent laws where it was like 100, 101. It was like the consequences was 101 compare 100 to 0 compared to like a powder cocaine law that was like 15 to 1 or something like that. They measured it something like that, right? So a person was getting caught with a little piece of crack and was getting 10, 15 years in prison, right? They was doing that in the war on drugs back in the 90s. So now here comes fast forward, we in the opioid epidemic, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden now y'all just like decriminalizing the shit. What? See, when it's y'all people, when it's white people, now all of a sudden we're going to decriminalize it so we ain't got to lock all of our people up. See what I'm saying? So, man, we just got to, this is why, again, we have to strategize in this political process and not vote for people who aren't going to do nothing. If you're not going to pass policies that's going to specifically benefit us, if you're not going to do things like, for real, bro, people who been locked up for weed should be the first people allowed to get licenses. Real talk. Real talk. You can't block, like even right now, I had weed charges, right? Not just possession, little possession. I never went to prison for weed, right? I never went to prison for drugs ever. So now I remember working in Oregon and a staffing agency sent me to go do that. What you call it? Trim weed. It was trimming weed. $18 an hour. Trimming weed, right? Smoking all day. I don't smoke anymore, but smoking all day. Listen to your headphones. I was only able to work there for 2 weeks because they was telling me that I had to, because they needed work so bad. They just was sending anybody out there from the staffing agency. They like, yo, you got to sign. You got to file for this. I think it was like a weed permit. It was some type of permit to work in the weed industry. And when I did it, they was like, yo, your background didn't come back. I'm like, man, come on, dog. This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, this joint. Okay, so watch this. I made a tweet. The other day. Let me see if I can get it out. I was just on Twitter. I made a tweet the other day. I'm not gonna say it went viral, but it viral to me, right? Because I don't really get that many likes and stuff. So I got 179 likes on here, 63 retweets. I said illegal immigrants can come here to work, and I kind of worded this messed up because I wanted to get fitted in, because Twitter only lets you put so much words on here. I said illegal immigrants come here to work, and there is no way for jobs that hired them to know that they committed crimes, right? It's more to this. I'm going to read it, but I just want to explain. I said these jobs don't care about their background. They just want cheap labor, and they use the background checks on us to discriminate against blacks. So again, watch. Illegal immigrants can come here, and they can just get a job. When they filling out they like, yo, we're going to do a background check. You're only doing a background check for the United States. These niggas can be trafficking kids, molesting kids. They can be raping people. They can be killers. You feel me? Big time drug dealers. You don't know what the hell these people was doing in their country. You just come over here. Oh, do you got a criminal record here? Oh, okay, well, here you go. Get a job. Y'all don't really care about what people did. Because you know Trump even said it. Y'all sending us y'all worst. Y'all sending us the rapists, the whoopty-whoops. You feel me? These people are committing all type of crimes over there, right? Not all of them, but you know, it's probably a nice majority of them committing crimes over there because, again, when you're poor somewhere, you got to do illegal stuff so you can get by, right? But now, someone like me who's been to prison, right? I've been over here my whole life. You're not worried about them. You're just worried about that cheap labor. So now when I put in the application, you sitting here talking about, last time I got locked up in New Jersey, that shit was in 2010, right? Yo, I still be having jobs. That's 22 years ago. No, that's 12 years ago. I'm sorry. I said 22. That's 12 years ago. 12 years ago. I be getting jobs now, and they be like, yo, can you explain the background? It's New Jersey is coming up. Can you explain what happened? Like, nigga, 12 years ago? Like, damn, nigga, y'all niggas still want y'all. Who gives a fuck, nigga? Who cares? I done did whatever I did, time I did. I ain't even really do no time because they actually wound up, I just copped out to a resisting arrest. $150 fine. I spent 6 months in jail before I bailed out. Got credit for time served. They charged me. They's like, yo, you just gonna cop out to a resisting arrest. That's a whole nother thing with these plea deals and all that. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, 12 years ago, you're still worried about that. Again, because you want to be able to use that as an excuse when you feel like it to not let me work somewhere. See what I'm saying? That's the craziness. And that's like another reason in my book that I'm writing, and I'm on the solution part, right? And I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, once a person commits their crime and they go to jail and they come home, and I'm gonna even say after this, after they finish parole, bro, you should never ever be able to bring up what I did again, dog. I done did my time. I done paid my debt to society. I done did my parole, paid my fines, got off parole, and now I still have to hang on to this shit? Bro, that's bullshit. That's bullshit, and it's all for discrimination. You only want to do that to discriminate against me or against people that's been convicted felons. Besides, because white people, that they show that white convicted felons come home and can get a job faster than a black person with a bachelor's degree. Facts. They did a study and they proved that. Go look it up. See what I'm saying? So this is directly affecting black men. This is why when the Center of Immigration Research starts showing that black people, black men specifically, are affected by immigrant workers, is because, like I said, bro, I work with immigrants right now, right? I work with immigrants right now, bro. You got to talk sound. These niggas don't know no English. Like, this is what I'm saying, dog. All this stuff is just a way to discriminate against black people, so we stay at the bottom. You want to use anything you can to knock us down and to stop us from getting things. You feel me? And then, like, again, watch. One of the hardest things for black men to do when they get out of prison, or for people, you know, some people in general, right? But mostly black men, right? Get a job, find housing, because you're discriminating against housing, right? Oh, you got a record, oh, your background check came back. Again, that background check, that's that whole background check. But then y'all putting these illegal immigrants in all these housing, y'all giving them spots to stay, this, that, and the third. So then you're saying that, right? Oh, again, housing. Again, with the housing thing too, it's also another hustle for that application fee is a whole hustle. That application fee shit is a whole hustle trying to get a spot to stay. For what I'm saying, that's why listen, I got a little way I do my shit. You feel me? Just say me and my dad had the same last name, but I mean same name in general, right? But yo, bro, other than that, because like nigga, you try to block me from everything. I don't got no sexual charges. I don't have no gun charges. I don't have no drug charges, bruh. What are you talking about? Like, why are you always trying to use my record to say, yo, I can't get this apartment? Feel what I'm saying? Nigga got 2 full-time jobs. Like, bro, this trying to tell you, it's crazy, dog. It's crazy, dog. Then they try to turn around. Oh man, you guys are just lazy. You guys are this. And nah, you ain't about to hit me with that. We already know what time it is. We already know what time it is, dog. We know what. That's why I said when Joe Biden said we giving them construction jobs out, we know who getting those construction jobs. Don't even try to make it seem like you getting job. Matter of fact, he put up a post on. He has said Joe Biden had put up a post on Twitter. Watch this. I'm gonna read it to y'all. Joe Biden put up a post on Twitter that said, let me see if I can get to it. Oh, I gotta talk about that too. I'm about to talk about this lady from LA. Back in when they was running Biden and Harris, their thing on their website, Democrats, this is when they was running for presidency, it said creating jobs for black men, creating millions of good jobs, good paying jobs through a historic infrastructure and clean energy investment and ensuring that new high paying jobs reach black communities. Nigga, stop lying. You know damn well that shit ain't reaching the black community, right? It was another Joe Biden one that I had. Hold on, family. Hold on 1 second. It was another one, man. It was another one. Where'd it go? I can't find it. I can't find it. But it was another one that Joe Biden had did. I can't find it, family. I can't find it. But he literally was talking about the jobs where he was getting thousands of jobs. He said thousands of jobs for construction. But I also wanted to talk about this. Gotta get her name. It says LA City Council members Nury Martinez, right? It says Nury Martinez. Oh shit. Gil Sidandra and Kevin De Leon and LA Labor Federation President Ron Herrera making a racist comment discussing restrictions. Listen to audio, right? So, hold on, family. I'm gonna see if I can get this on here. Let me see if I can get this on here for y'all, right? Because I want y'all to listen to that audio. Let me see if I can get this audio for y'all real quick. Damn, man, what's going on? Here we go. But she was calling the little black girl monkey. I'm sorry that took so long. She was calling the little black girl monkey. I'm trying to see if I can just get the what's the name, because I don't really want to play nobody's. Here we go. Here we go, family.
You supported him from the.
Don't worry, I got you.
So
you'll start seeing them line up.
You do the black.
Isaac was the first.
Damn, what's going on? I gotta stop this from spinning.
Whatever the kid's name is, I'm like, it's like the oddest thing. It's like black and brown on this float, and then there's white guy.
I just said.
You supported him from the.
Don't worry, I got you. So you'll start seeing them line up.
You do the black.
Isaac was the first.
So he's with the blacks.
Whatever the kid's name is, I'm like, it's like the oddest thing. It's like black and brown on this float, and then there's white guy with the little black kid who's misbehaved. Este niño has they're not doing that. Yeah, no, they're not doing. The kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the float, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him. Parece changuito. And I'm just like, oh my God.
That means little monkey.
They're raising him like a little white kid, which I was like, this kid is a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back.
Yeah.
¿Sí me entiendes? Ven para acá. Yeah. So anyway, getting back to redistricting.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go kick them.
Yes.
I see a lot of little short, dark people.
Yeah, puro Oaxacan Koreans. Not even like Kevin, little ones.
I was like, so I don't know where these people are from. I was like, I don't know what village they came out of here, but.
And so they're wearing shoes.
So I get what we have to do, right? Just massage to create districts that benefit you all, right, and the future.
Yep.
But we got to figure out Mark's seat too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, that benefits you three.
If the African Americans look at this, now that he might or may not be suspended, I don't know what's gonna happen. I think he should be, but anyhow, if he goes away.
You mean resign, not suspended?
No,
You're right, actually, yeah, there is a difference.
If I may.
If he resigns, hold on, if he resigns and the African Americans look at this as a hostile takeover because he's gone, we'll have to figure that shit out because politically they're gonna come after.
Yeah, but can I say something right now? And this is what I call it's the ¿cómo se llama this guy? It's the movie, the Wizard of Oz effect.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by the Wizard of Oz effect is when you're on the side of the curtain, it's like this big voice.
Yeah.
It sounds big. It sounds like this owl or something. And then when you actually pull the curtain, is that you see the little Wizard of Oz. You know what?
I've never watched the movie.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's real simple. You got 100 people, right? 52 of them are Mexicanos. I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about my chances of beating your ass.
25 are black. 25 blacks are shouting. But they shout like there were 250. Yeah. Well, there's 100 of us. They're like, it's all like 10 of us.
But that, if somebody slides in, right, temporary or however you do it, right, that person has to support the three of you. Has to support the three of you. And Danny.
You know who wants to run for that seat?
Reggie.
No, I don't know.
I ain't gonna support that, Reggie. Reggie was over there with Karen.
Who was the one?
After he was fucking sweating his ass off. The one who will support us is Heather Hutt.
Yes.
I like Heather Hutt.
Yeah.
There's
So there's certain people who don't merit like us rescuing them. Your comadre, right?
I'm not arguing with you about that.
I know.
¿Quién es tu comadre?
Yeah. She doesn't merit, right?
But
She's
it's
not
not
our ally. She's not gonna help us. Her district is not a district we can count on.
You're saying that's the one to put in the blender and chop up left or right?
But that's what they did.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. I don't even want to listen to the rest of it. But that's
So getting back
that's
to Marquise, I told Danny, if you want to cut a deal and if you want to make like fucking boss moves,
that's your black and brown coalition right there. That's your black and brown coalition. I told you, politically it don't make sense, right? We're in a capitalistic society where people are competing, right? McDonald's competes with Wendy's, Wendy's competes with Burger King. You know what I mean? Chick-fil-A, like this is a competition. Apple competes with Samsung. You know, it just is what it is. Nike competes with Reebok, who competes with Adidas, and like this is just what it is. It's a competition, right? A race, which means like you're racing for resources. Who can get the most resources, right? Nobody wants to join up. Asians don't join up with Spanish people. Spanish people don't join up with Indians. You know what I mean? The Arabs don't join up with the Chinese. Why the hell do black people want to join up with everybody so much? Why? And then when we say we don't want to join with y'all and we don't want no coalition, they make us look crazy, right? You make us look divisive. That's why I said on Facebook today, I'm like, yo, the division already been there. What you mean? The division had already been there. You can't tell me that I'm being divisive. Uncle Luke cooned out on our brother Marcel too, right? I meant to say that too. But yeah, y'all already had cooned out. Matter of fact, they got this guy. His name is I gotta move this for a second so I can see it. Felix I can't even say that name. Tejeranera, Mexican American president of LULAC, 1956 through 1960. Excuse me. That's why I said on Facebook, y'all not gonna make me seem like I'm divisive, right? This division been going on before I was even born. He said, let the Negro fight his own battles. His problems are not mine. I don't want to rally with him. You see what I'm saying? His battles aren't mine. I don't want to rally with him. Y'all already been divisive, nigga. Y'all already been divisive. Don't try to throw that division on us when we saying no, that black and brown coalition, politically anyway, right? A lot of black people don't want to confront that because they be sleeping around. You know what I mean? They so too scared that if they speak up on it, that you ain't gonna be able to sleep with that Latino woman or that Latino man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's another reason why a lot of some black people don't want to speak up on white people because they either sleeping white. My brother Tommy though, he definitely be talking. He got a white girl, right? Got a mixed daughter, and he still talk that shit though. You feel what I'm saying? So some people, that's rare though. Excuse me, that's rare to find somebody like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's rare to find somebody that's willing to keep it real, even though they dating that other race. But I'm gonna be honest, he did say though, he don't know if he was off this time before he got with his girl, what his girl had got with him then. That's something to think about too, though. See, because he learned this as they were together, and they've been together for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? So again, shout out to him and his relationship. I wish that shit lasts and everything like that. But again, that's still something to think about. That a lot of people don't want to admit this, and they want you to seem divisive, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, we just calling people out. Just like I said, I call out FBAs. I call out Stacey Abrams, Warnock. That's a Black American. Nigga. He's a descendant. Say he's not no immigrant. Stacey Abrams ain't no immigrant. You feel what I'm saying? We check coons. Jesse Lee Peter isn't no immigrant. See what I'm saying? Those are FBA people who we check. And we're gonna check anybody else that's on some anti-Black hate stuff, bro. We not playing that little, I can check my people, but I can't check your people. And when I check your people, you being divisive. You feel what I'm saying? Let me get on somebody else real quick, man. I just feel like getting on people, man. I'm getting on people today. And I actually got a video of this brother in my little short clips. But Karim, man. Listen, brother. I'm gonna be honest. He be saying some crazy suspect stuff, right? So let me see something. Let me see if I can go real quick. We was going back and forth on Twitter, and I just feel like he always got something slick to say about FBA leaders and FBA here we go. I wanted to get to the whole tweet though. I wanted to see if I can get to the whole tweet. And he always just saying something slick about just FBAs in general, right? So he said, watch this. Matter of fact, this is a video of a white boy. Watch this. Right? This is a white boy rapping and he's saying the word nigga, right? So you got Bliz. His statement to this song was FBA, hashtag reparations, huh? It says, huh, H-U-H, 2 question marks. Hashtag FBA, hashtag reparations, huh? Check out the God and the divine evil, confused knuckers. What the hell does FBA and reparations got to do with this shit? What the hell does this got to do with reparations? So here I come. Because I got to check people. I like Karim. I like Bliz. You feel me? There ain't no hate. But like, again, I big Karim up. I shares his videos. I share Doggy Diamond's videos. But fam, when you say some BS, I'm coming at you because you always be saying some little slick stuff. You say slick stuff about FBA all the time. You say little slick stuff about Tariq and all these other people. And it's just like, yo, bro, like, what are you trying to say? That's what I be saying, bro. Say it with your chest. So I put this picture of it was a video of Martin Luther King. And then I put FBA reparations rally November 5th, 2022, right? Now, I ain't gonna lie, I sent that one right there just because you brung up reparations at FBA. Then I put the one with Tariq and said, get ready, FBA. Then it says FBA reparations rally. That's a picture that goes next to the video. He said, y'all ain't getting shit except profiled by the feds, ignored, and at best heard. Fuck out of here. There's no true demand without the belief of at least some consequences. F y'all gonna do? Scream at them? So I like that, right? I liked that. I said, why you hate on FBA so much? Since you don't believe we're getting it when it comes, let me get your check, LOL, right? He said, listen, I don't rely on the white for shit. Don't take their checks in the past, unlike you, I'm sure. I don't hate actual FBAs or indigenous folks or your people or our people. I hate frauds who separate the energy of and power of Black folks with that BS rhetoric. So I said, what checks are you talking about? Taking the ones I said, what checks are you talking about? Taking the ones I work for or a free check? Because nigga, you talking about I take checks from the white man. Nigga, we all taking checks from the white man. Stop, knock it off. Knock it off, bro. Knock it off. I heard you say that your peoples one day. You was like, it was a white lady that I was working for when you was in hip hop doing the fashion thing. Your manager or somebody was some white lady, nigga. Your checks was coming from a white man when you was doing that shit. Don't try to, or a white lady, nigga. Don't try it. Don't even try it. And again, I'm about to bring this up too in my next reply, because he talking that white check shit. So I said, what does this have to do with getting FBA's getting reparations? The hip hop culture created this BS, and yes, hip hop was created by FBA, but we can't bring everyone into everyone with us. Some people just gonna have to get left behind. Hold on, let me send another one. Damn, where's that shit at that I wrote? But I also said to him, I was like, I said something about him talking about I said, because you be scared to say, I said, you talking about you don't rely on the white man, but you getting checks from YouTube. Nigga, your page is monetized, nigga. You got 6,000 something subscribers, nigga. You got over 4,000 hours of content, nigga. Your page is monetized, nigga. So when you get them checks from YouTube, what you think is coming from a black man? You don't take checks from the white man. Come on, nigga, knock it off. That shit sound good though. That shit sound good just to be talking. But you take checks from the white man, fam. Don't try that slick stuff. You take checks from the white man, fam. So like again, and I also said you always say the word nigga. You always say the word nigga in your on your broadcast, right? When you and Doggy Diamond's on there, y'all be like, oh, these niggas, some of these niggas gotta die. Some of these niggas gotta die. But then when it comes to saying the word Jew, you use the word small hats. You don't refer to them as Jews. You refer to them as small hats. Why? Because you don't want them checks to stop from YouTube, because they'll shut your shit down. So you actually do rely on the white man, because that's why you on his platform. Other than that, get off his platform and get on a black person's platform. Talking as you don't rely on the white man for shit. You relying on them to put out this content, nigga. Talking that craziness, man. Because people just like to say stuff just to be saying stuff. You feel me? People just say stuff just to say stuff. Like, come on, my nigga. That shit sound good for shits and giggles. I swear I can't find that other one. Cause I said something to him, man. I don't even remember. Oh, man. He said something about some boogeyman. Where's it at? Oh, right here. He said, y'all ain't getting shit. That's what's name. I don't know why they separated these comments. I don't know. They're not showing that comment. He must have erased that comment. You know why he erased that comment? He erased that comment off of there because I put the word Jew in there. So he like, nigga, you ain't gonna get my Twitter page messed up. Let me see him. Yeah, see, he ain't want that word on his page, because Kanye just got blasted for it. You feel me? But yeah, man, you always talking about FBA. It's always some slick stuff you saying about it. You saying you love FBA and all this, but you be saying a little slick stuff about FBA and about the people who fighting for reparations. That's why I said when I first talked, I said, nigga, that's a loser mentality. Matter of fact, I said, the only people with that mindset are people who aren't fighting for it, right? Because he's talking about, that was my first response. I don't know why this shit was different. I said, because he said everything work in divine order. That's Bliz's quote, right? So it said the only people with that mindset are people who aren't fighting for it. I said that's a loser mentality, because he said we wasn't getting it. I said we're already profiled when it comes to those apps talking pro-black. Yeah, because you talking about only thing that's going to get y'all is profiled by the feds. Like, nigga, we already profiled. You think the feds don't got, nigga? You must didn't read the fine print when you signed on to Facebook and YouTube and all that shit. You didn't read the fine print, because it says something about every alphabet boy having access to this platform. So you ain't read that shit good. But I said, that's a loser mentality. We already profiled when we get on these apps talking pro-black. I said, they can't ignore us. I said, they can't ignore us for long. I said, it's inevitable because everything works in divine order. He said, everything works in divine order. Everything works in divine order. I love my comrade. That's what he said when he on Doggy Diamonds. When he on Doggy Diamonds page, when they talking that, I forgot what it's called. Outspoken with Karim Bliz, right? With Karim Johnson. So fam, you saying we're not going to get it, but then at the end of the day, only people I hear that saying we're not going to get reparations is somebody that's not fighting for it. So how are we supposed to catch up and close the wealth gap? And this is something they stole from your ancestors, so you ain't going to steal it back. So if I steal something from somebody in your family, what you going to do? You going to come at me? All right, well, nigga, if it ain't going to be no consequences behind it, well, nigga, listen, I know you done put in some work on some black folks, nigga. Put in some work on this white man. Feel me? We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We want to see. That's why I said, bro, it's a lot of hate in this community when it comes to people that's putting in work, right? And I know he putting in work. I'm not negating no work you putting in because you love to bring that up. Oh, I do the work. Yeah, nobody's saying you're not doing the work, man. Nobody's not saying you're not doing the work. But y'all do say little slick shit about other people that's doing work. Like, again, you got Dr. Damn, I can't forget his name. But you got a lot of people in the community that's what you call it? That's well known in the community and respected who big up Tariq, dog. You got a lot of people who big. I mean, everybody gonna have some haters, my nigga. Everybody gonna have some haters. Everybody gonna have some people who don't like them. But I'm gonna tell you, bro, he helped pay for Dr. Frances Cress Welson's what you call that? Her funeral, right? He helped pay for some of them people who was killed by the police. He helped pay for their shit. He helped bail some people out of jail who got finessed. He helped he talked to the police and had them niggas go in on the police to where they was letting people out of jail that they falsely accused of shit. So, bro, you can't make it seem like the man ain't just doing nothing, dog. And he a self-made millionaire, bro. All them, you can try to say he's stealing from the community. Oh, it's all about money. Nigga, we're in a capitalistic society, bro. Niggas always talk about, oh, Umar getting them donations and these donate. Nigga, I done seen you go on, you and Doggy Diamond say, oh, $1 a share, $1 a share, $1 a share. But then y'all be mad when somebody else getting hella donations, fam. Knock it off, bro. Oh, I just give those donations to people. I don't care who you give them to, nigga. You still getting them and you still asking for it. You feel me? You still asking for it, fam. You can't be mad that somebody else got hella donations and they did something to the point where it makes some bread. They also help the community and it still makes bread. Like, come on, dog. This is what this shit is about. Some people are businessmen, some people aren't. You feel me? Just like Dr. Boyce Watkins was talking about the food program that the Black Panthers did, right? It was a free food program. But again, the revolution has to be funded. Nigga, the revolution has to be funded the same way wars have to be funded. If we in a war, nigga, then it has to be funded, fam. Let's be for real. So when he was speaking on the free food program, they wound up going broke and they wound up messing up and they wasn't able to keep it up because they didn't have no funding to do it. You just giving out free food. Now you just got to keep coming out your pocket. And when the white man is against you and trying to break your whole shit up with COINTELPRO, nigga, they bankrupt you. And now you can't give out free food. But if you were charging them a quarter, this is what Dr. Boyce Watkins said, 10 cents to a quarter for a meal, right? You would have had the money to keep that shit going. So see, it sounds good in hindsight because black people just want shit for free and you just want people to do all this work and not get paid or not anything. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Come on, dog. That's stupid. That's stupid. Y'all want everybody to be the poor, righteous teacher where they don't get no bread. They just have to put in all this work and grind and all this shit and then not get anything out of it, dog. Them days is over, dog. Them days is over. Because when you die and you put in all that work, ain't nobody gonna help take care of your kids. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna help do that. So at the end of the day, bro, and I get it, right? I get it. You do have scammers out there. But again, just like with scamming, bro, we want to see receipts. You can't sit here and say, yo, Umar scamming. And when I say, yo, well, how much money did he donate to? I mean, how much money did he collect total? Right? Not no roundabout numbers, dog, because you need paperwork to say he's stealing. And I believe if Umar was truly stealing that bread, the feds would have been came and got his black ass. Because they came and got a white girl who did the same shit. You feel me? She was collecting donations, saying that she was helping this homeless person, and then she finessed and took all the bread, took majority of the bread. She gave that nigga some bread. He went and sued her, and she went and got locked up, her and her boyfriend. So when you say a person is stealing, you got to tell me exactly how much they got, and actually exactly how much they stole. You can't just say, "Oh, he's stealing." How much he stole? I don't know. He's stealing though. Like, come on, dog. That's whack. That's just like calling somebody a snitch and you ain't got no paperwork on them, bro. That's weak. That's weak and easy. That's an easy cop out to just try to blame somebody on something. Oh man, they just in this for the money, man. What they supposed to be in it for? We supposed to be making money doing black power stuff, bro. Being pro-black. You supposed to be getting bread. They can try to make it seem like when you getting bread in this shit, you just automatically a scammer. Like everybody that helped the black people got to do it for free. They got to be broke. They got to put all their time and effort into something that's not going to benefit them at all whatsoever. I'm not saying it's supposed to benefit you more than the people, but goddamn, nigga, it got to benefit me some way. I can't have the cure for all the diseases, nigga, and just give that shit away for free. How I'm going to get some more of the shit? Come on, dog. Nobody called Dr. Sebi a scammer. Y'all niggas wasn't calling Dr. Sebi a scammer because he knew the remedies to do stuff and he was selling it. That's why I say when people die, it's like, y'all, I said this on Facebook the other day. I said, yo, y'all only like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X because they ain't here no more to hold y'all niggas accountable. It's the only reason you like them. That's the only reason y'all admire these niggas, and you can say, "Oh, Martin was this, Malcolm was that, Malcolm was that." Like, nigga, come on, dog. You don't think Malcolm X was backing up Martin Luther King? He was going to the marches. Martin Luther King was saying, "Yo, we going." That's why I played the tape because Martin Luther King was going to march on Washington. That's why they rocked him, right? Because that was going to be effective. They wouldn't have killed him if it wasn't going to be effective, my nigga. Come on now. So now when he gets killed and we try to do the same thing, oh, what y'all niggas gonna get out of that? What you gonna do with that? This, that. Niggas just want to hate. Niggas is hate, man. You need to put that Papa Smurf picture back on your shit. That angry Smurf. It wasn't even Papa Smurf. You need to put the angry Smurf back on your pic, man. For real, bro. Because niggas just be mad and just be hating just to be hating, dog. Shit crazy, man. But thank you, family. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell and the share button. So listen, I appreciate y'all, man. I love all my subscribers. I love all the people who support the channel. You know, again, I'm just gonna keep trying to come with this content, keep hitting y'all with it. Again, make sure y'all come to this November 5th reparations rally in Washington, D.C., bro. I will be there. I will be live on YouTube. I'll be live on Instagram. I'm going to be live on Facebook. I'm going to try to have like 3-4 different accounts running live. I don't have that many Instagram followers. I really don't have that many Twitter followers either. Follow me on Twitter too. I got to try to find a way to change this. Try to find a way to change my handle though. Like, I didn't know about Twitter. I only got on Twitter to catch the Twitter Spaces. So my name is Black Star TV 2.0, just like the channel, right? But my when it says at William 899898861. I guess I was supposed to put something else besides at William, right? I didn't know that they was just gonna give me all the numbers because it's a whole bunch of other Williams on there that's at William, right? So I would have just made something else different. But every time I try to edit my profile and change my name, it doesn't let me change the at part. So it's like I can just change the regular name on it, but I can't change the at. So yeah, that's that right there. But yeah, family, if y'all can make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, make sure y'all hit that like button, make sure you share the content. You got to hit that share button, man. Again, Black content creators, it's hard for us to do what we do. Hit that Cash App too, man. $ WILLIE 0312. Make sure y'all donate to the brother Marcel Dixion. I just hit his donation joint the other day. Yeah, family, man, we in here, man. We gonna hit this rally up. We gonna, you know, try to do what we gotta do when we gotta do it, and try to get these checks. You heard? Y'all be easy. Y'all stay safe, man. Peace and love. We are out of here for the day. Make sure y'all stay blessed. Make sure you you know, stay safe, man. Be easy.